Praise Yahweh. This is Brother Jerimiah, Hurley from the Infallible True Church. You have the Shoe of the Messiah. And my testimony basically starts off with being a weed head in high school. And it was funny because one church service we were holding on a Tuesday or Thursday night, the word was going over like trials and putting everything down and having the victory over different things, and the Spirit was led to ask the congregation if anybody had left weed behind to stand up, and I stood up, and everybody was confused when they looked at me, and they were like, well, I guess, like, in my head they were thinking, what I thought they was thinking was, oh, he's just playing around, he's never done that, and he's just doing that just to be seen or whatever. But I can say it's the truth, and I was able to stand up because I know that God has given me the victory over that, and I haven't done it in so long that, like, that's not even a trouble or a trial for me. And I could truly say I'm a different person, and I was able to stand up, and I was so happy to be able to stand up and say that I haven't done it, and that God has blessed me and changed me. And another testimony is with my parents, my family. I haven't always been the best brother or the best son that I could be. And with my father, like, we couldn't really ever really talk to each other because every conversation we would have would be just us arguing, and like everything he would say, I would have a smart comeback and want to say something back to him to make him change his mind, and everything I would say would be something to start a fire in any situation. And with my mother, it's just I never would talk to her. I never would come to her. I come home from school or work, and I would just go right to my room, go to sleep, play the game, watch a movie. I would never actually show that kind of love and compassion to my parents. And my sister and my brother, it would every day would be an argument and a fight, and just everything, just like, we broke a hole in the wall one time because me and him were fighting, and he picked me up and shoved me into the wall, and my back had made a big hole in the wall because we weren't caring, we weren't really thinking of what was going to happen. And I'm glad because this one time me and my brother got into it, and he was having stomach problems, and I wasn't thinking, like, I was in my right mind, and he was fighting me, and I wasn't thinking where my hand was gonna land, and I launched it right at his stomach, and I hit him right in the side of the stomach. But I thank Yahweh that he lived, and that his blood was not on my hands, and that I didn't harm my brother. He was able to get up and be okay, and keep going on with his day or whatever. And I just want to thank Yahweh for the mending and healing he's done in me and my brother's relationship. And with my sister, me and her, like, every word we would say to each other was to bring each other down, and just arguments and no love shown to each other. And it even got as worse as not even speaking to each other. Like, we were seeing each other in the hallway, and we walked past each other, and it would be as if we were invisible to each other. Like, we wouldn't speak to each other, talk to each other, look at each other. Well, she would look at me, but every time she would look at me, I would be like, what do you want? And that was just how my mind is. Like, if she looks at me, she might want something. She might, and that was my excuse for everything. Like, every time she would tell my parents that I would be rude and everything, I'm like, in my head is like, she looked at me, she must have wanted something. But I want to thank Yahweh that He changed me and that I'm a completely different person. I'm able to sing that song that we sing in church. I'm not the same person I used to be, and everything like that. And because me and my sister can have conversations, we can talk to each other, we can talk about her trials and tribulations, we can talk about everything she's going through, everything I'm going through, and I can help her with homework. I can talk to her about movies, shows, anything. I can talk to her about absolutely anything, and we would definitely have a good time, and we would not get in an argument as much as we would in the past. And I want to thank Yahweh for mending my heart. And I don't know what it was to this day. I don't know what it was that made me change, but Yahweh just sparked a light in my heart and pricked my heart, and it just made me think about everything that God's done for me, everything that He's blessed me with, and everything that I've been through, that I've actually gotten through because the prayers of my family, the prayers of the saints. I was able to stand up that day when they asked for who put weed behind, and I was able to change the way I acted to my family, and I was able to change my past. Well, I wasn't able to. The past is still going to be there, but I was able to change the way I felt about my past, and I was able to speak about everything that I've been through. I was able to lift up my voice and give Yahweh all the glory and praise for bringing me through everything. And I want to thank Yahweh for my testimony, for giving me the opportunity to share it, for giving me the strength and the happiness to be able to actually get through everything I've been through. So, again, my name is Jeremiah Jonathan Hurley, and I'm of the Infallible True Church, and thank you.